Why am I here? I'm just here to be able to...
My people, no be smart to know what won't happen for Nigeria now. What never happened in the history of Nigeria. P2B don't report Tinubu to European Union. What happened for this particular video where I won't play right now. In fact, the thing even shocked me for P2B to go extra man. As it stands right now, Jagaban have no option that to split this country because the thing go put them into trouble. Tinubu go be the last president as it stands right now because he go deep pressure to do one thing where we say we go give us victory at last. Share this video and don't forget to click the subscribe button for more updates.
Why am I here? I'm just here to be able to start a conversation because I found out that the European Union, or most countries of Europe and the Western world, actually have little knowledge about Nigeria and Africa in general. And because of it, in their decision, in their thinking, they rarely bring Africa into perspective. I said to them, it is time to rethink. Africa today is the last frontier of global development. It's the second biggest continent in terms of size in the world, the second biggest continent in terms of population. It's a continent that has the highest amount of natural resources. It's a continent that has vast, uncultivated land, a continent with young population. 60% of African population today is young. But then it's a continent of mass poverty. Today, Europe, if I take Nigeria for example, Nigeria in terms of population is 50% of European Union population. You are about 450 million, we're over 240 million. So we over have 50% of your population. In terms of the land size, Nigeria, Europe is about 4-point-something million square kilometers. Nigeria is about a quarter of that. Just Nigeria. But when you come to in terms of wealth, while Europe have a per capita of over $40,000, Nigeria, which is over 50% of your population, our per capita is below about 2.5% of that of Europe. So you could see the potential, with all the resources, the potential for growth. The nearest continent to Africa, to Nigeria, is Europe. So if Africa today turns around, the biggest beneficiary will be Europe. If it collapses, the consequence will affect you more. And I believe that we have so many commonalities that we can work together and everything. And what is the problem of Africa? The problem of Africa remains leadership. To have a political leadership that is competent, that have the capacity, compassion, commitment, and character to be able to deal with issues of corruption, law and order, focus on investing in critical areas of development, which is health, education, and pulling people out of poverty. It was discussed here that we have issue of killings, which again, people can say is genocide, people can say is Muslim versus Christians and everything. Are there killings? Are there criminality? Are there kidnapping? Yes. But we have to look at the issues that are driving this. When you have a huge population, for example, Nigeria have over 100 million people living in multidimensional poverty. You have millions of out-of-school children, or those who didn't go to school at all. With mass poverty and mass uneducated people, you have room for easy recruitment for all some forms of criminality, which is what is now driving us of killings that we need to deal with. And now we're moving around, I'm moving around and saying, we need support. We need you to help us to overcome this and be able to create a clear developing environment that will also benefit you, because it's a huge market for you. It's a huge advantage in terms of resources and everything if Africa, especially Nigeria, is doing well. It's the most populous country in Africa. It's about 1/6 of African population is Nigeria. And it has all it takes to be a huge market that Europe, just like Africa, can have. And to turn around Africa, you must turn around Nigeria. Because it's a country that will drive the rest of Africa. To develop Africa, which will benefit you, you must start from Nigeria. So that's where I came to continue to start the conversation with you. Is not something, of course, I can take on tonight. It's something that I know that it requires several visits to be able to intimate you more on this commitment, on this trajectory that I want you to go down with us and be able to help us to turn around Africa, Nigeria in particular.
Hold on, no skip this video. This video give more explanation to wetin P2B dey talk and wetin dey go on for our country and wetin US dey do about Tinubu case. And in fact, just hold on, because this time around a lot is about to happen in this country, Nigeria. Wetin we never experienced go happen. Just watch this video to the end so that you go understand. This video portrays the point of wetin P2B dey talk. Share this video both Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, make everybody hear and see wetin dey go on.
The U.S. court to mandate the FBI and the Department of Drug and Administration to compel them to release Jagaban record. This record, where we say it start, the judge in February this year blasted the FBI and the Department of Drug and Administration. Say, look, all the excuses that you guys have presented to try not to release this report. I am tired. You must release this report. This is America, where we have rule of law. After that one, a lot of people consider, look, the judge then gave them 90 days. Say on the 1st of June, 2026, you must release this report. The Department of Drug and Administration and the FBI, there is no if, there is no but. You must release this report, this Tinubu's criminal record that people is talking about today. Release it. Now, let us go back to the beginning for you to understand what we are talking about. Everything started between 1980s to 1993. Jagaban was operating in Chicago. Remember, Chicago is rife with drug dealings in America. Authorities noticed on some suspicious transaction in bank account linked to Jagaban. They decided to investigate. They called Jagaban, say, Jagaban, this $460,000 in your account, where you foresee this money? Jagaban no fit explain her. When no fit explain her, the case was resolved as a civil forfeit case. So Jagaban can say, okay, since I cannot really explain, you guys can take the money, I forfeit the money to you. The issue faded from the public domain. Nobody hear about it. It now resurfaced in 2022 to 2023, when it became clear that Jagaban was going to be the APC's presidential flag bearer. David Hindoin and Alan Greenspan, they filed a Freedom of Information request asking the court to mandate the FBI and the Department of Drug and Administration to release Jagaban's criminal record. Jagaban rushed. No, don't release the report. If you release the report, it will damage my chances of becoming the president of Nigeria. Don't release it. I am not saying that I have anything to hide, but wait, after the election, you can release it. After the election finish, Jagaban team rush, they go court again. Don't release it. He's the president of Nigeria. If you release it, there are reputational damage and there are damages to the Nigerian state. Jagaban don't spend a lot of time in court. Instead of focusing on governance, he's being distracted, spending state resources to defend this case in court. When all these things can't happen, the judge don't see and say, look, I am tired of all these excuses. And I gave that order, say, there's no if, there's no but, you must release that. We won't tell you the reason why they're not releasing that. This, we are talking about the United States of America, a country that is supposed to be a beacon of the rule of law and democratic value. A judge mandated the FBI that you must release this document by on the 1st of June 2026. What is today's date? Where is the report? It's not been released. Why? Now wait till one unlock. And you go, they're shocked as a Nigerian why they never release her. When the first reason the FBI gave, the FBI said when they asked them, they use what they call Glamon response. That is the official ways security agencies will say we neither confirm or deny this information. They say, do you have nuclear weapon? They say, we neither confirm or deny. We keep you guessing. In diplomacy, they call that strategic ambiguity, to keep your enemy guessing. Now, the judiciary, despite all these things, this is being interpreted by different experts that why is it that this one, despite the fact that a judge in America, they not release and you go, they're shocked when you find out why this criminal record they talk, why they not release them for America. For those who do not understand the way the United States work, there is separation of power. There are three arms of government. You have the executive, which is headed by the president. You have the Congress, which is headed by the Speaker and the majority leader of Senate. And you have the judiciary, which is headed by Justice Robert. So there are independent institutions. One not senior one, they are all operating independently. Because a lot of Nigerians, they wonder, say, why Trump never ordered them with the releaser? Trump cannot do it, but there are things, there are nuances that are at play we want to explain to you. Now, what is the next action before we give you the bomb? The next action now, the two people that applied for this freedom of information, they will have to return back to court, and the FBI and DEA will have to give the judge a reason why the order that the judge gave has not been adhered to. That is another option. And the court may now decide to look at other options to compel the FBI and the DEA to release the report. The question that you should be asking right now, why they never release them? And we're going to explain that to you. And you go, they're shocked when you find out why they not release them. Now, this issue, it is affecting Nigerians' reputation. Now, the president of Nigeria, they talk, say, they link to drug dealing in the past. Investors may be wary of wanting to come and invest in a country where the president is seen as having hands in shady deal. FBI don't give different excuses. They say, oh, Tinubu has a right to privacy. They rejected the request on that, but the judge said, no, it is a freedom of information request that was filed and you have no option to comply with it. Now, the question on the minds of everybody is, why is the disclosure being resisted if there is nothing to hide? As I did here now, if the UK Metropolitan Police say, Frank, we need to see your record. I'll say, guy, I'm not getting anything to hide. See him. The president has spent lots of time, resources, energy, trying to fight to make sure that this report is not made to the public domain. Now, the question you should ask yourself is, if the man not get anything to hide, why he don't fight tooth and nail to prevent this report from being made public? You let me know what you do. This is what a lot of people are suspecting. There was a report that Jagaban is the CIA asset. It shock you? Now, this is why a lot of people are now putting two to two to say, look, it looks like the reason why the Americans never want to release them now because Jagaban and their assets. Now, assuming, because there is no other logical explanation to try understand why in America, a country that prides itself on the rule of law, a judge issued a directive, and up to today, FBI and DEA never released it. Even Jeffrey Epstein's case, as strong as it is, they released it. But this one, now something we say is strong. That is why a lot of people are now believing that there is something that is going on here. Say the Americans, it appears that they try to shield Jagaban. And let's assume for 1 minute, say, now, yes, Jagaban, as it was reported, that CIA agent. Now, what is the impact on Nigerians if our president is an agent of a foreign government? Say that president, is he going to act in the national interest of Nigerians or the national interest of that foreign countries where we say the president and their agent? And the question where you could ask yourself, Nigerian sovereignty could appear weakened. A foreign government possess leverage over the president. It be like say they get something, they get like say somebody know your secret and they use that thing blackmail. Say if you just do that thing, I go turn up the tap. Make sure so you give me what you define. It go they control you. And that person, you they act in the interest of that person, not in the true interest of the Nigerian people. That's number one. Sensitive national decision may face questions about whose interests are being protected. Is the president really acting in the best interest of the ordinary Nigerians, the Nigerian people, or the foreign powers? Public confidence in government could decline significantly. International negotiation may be viewed through the lens of potential foreign influence. Political opponents could use the issue to challenge the government legitimacy. Say, who you they work for? Now, Nigeria, they work for, I've been a foreign agent. How could this affect presidential judgment? Now, another issue you go ask yourself be that. The president may avoid policies that could provoke foreign countries holding the information about him. National security decision could be influenced by personal political survival concern. The man they fight to survive because he knows say the people will be say they get sensitive information on that they control her. Say, Baba, take that. Foreign policy choices might prioritize maintaining favorable relationship over Nigeria's strategic interests. The president could become more vulnerable to diplomatic pressure during major negotiation. long-term national interest may risk being subordinated to manage personal political risk and survival as well. The impact of having a president who does not want his record to be released if he has nothing to hide. Number one, raises public suspicion. Citizens may begin to question what information is being withheld from them. Damage government transparency. Resistance to disclosure can create perception of secrecy in government. Weaken presidential credibility. Critics may argue that action speaks louder than voice. Fuels political controversy. The issue can dominate public debate and distract from government, instead of government to focus on improving the lives of the people. The government is distracted at a time when Nigeria is beset by unlimited problems. The president, they fight now to make sure see their record, they know keep become the public. So we're in focus there. So now to the welfare of the people or to make sure see that record not released. That distraction, they have an impact. Maybe now they responsible for the buying where they have the president now. You don't focus now, may not release this election, may not release the record because election they come, it go damage and come out the eye for what it's supposed to do. Encourages rumor and speculation. The longer record remain hidden, the more speculation and rumor may spread about that. Now, the question where I want to make you ask yourself, if Mr. Jagaban has nothing to hide, as he claims, why has he spent millions, unlimited time, fighting assiduously to make sure that his record is never disclosed to the public?
Having listened to everything, I can categorically tell you, say, Tinubu dey in trouble. As it stands right now, Tinubu now dey confused on what to do because in government they under pressure. Both, in fact, a lot of things. The truth of it is that he don't know how to move. He don't know what to do because in dey confused. Something will be say, say you are not capable, but you say may they give you the job, may you just start to the drive. Just imagine when person don't know how to drive car, you just carry car, start to the drive just like that. Wait till you explain, wait till you expect, you just carry a whole lot of people, everybody killings everywhere. Now the same thing with Mazda and the Carlo, they talk every time, they say they won't kill and they won't buy. So I think all those things now don't vindicate within Mazda and the Carlo for see talk before. See, the two people will be say go handle Nigeria, go scatter Nigeria, go pieces Nigeria, go make even all the whole terrorists go just enter the mouth of many people. So many things will be say Mazda and the Carlo talk before. Now, don't they happen right now. Now, this man, they won't crucify for them to accept the fact, accept the truth, say, look at waiting this person talk, true, waiting in talk, now true, may we just release them. But they fail to do that. And goes in government now, don't they crash up and down. It's a shameful thing to say this country where we say we did like Nigeria, where we say we get every mineral resource. We keep on hammering this thing, we get all the whole mineral resources, but we need the right leaders where we say go highness and use them. All the whole citizens where we say they cry every day. All these killings where they happen now because of job no day. I think we say job day. All these things no for just day rapper. All these things, all these people will be saying Yahoo, these people, this now because of say job no they if now say the government they create an enabling environment for business to thrive, for work to thrive, employment today, all these mineral resources we would get, boys just they there the highness and they utilize that. You will see say all this crime will reduce to at least 80%. But just imagine them. They don't even care. Their own are just to borrow money, they borrow money, they borrow money. How will you be borrowing? How will you be borrowing? Thinking that how you go take pay? If you borrow everything, just imagine when we say you yourself, your papa they rich, you start to borrow money, they borrow money, they borrow money, they sell land, they sell this one, they sell this one, sell land. There will be a time where we say everything go finish, then you go back to zero. There will be a time because as it stands right now, this present government won't try to sell everybody. That's why Mazda and the Carlo the talk say he won't make say everybody day in peace so that before this place go crash, maybe say Yoruba don't do their own, Hausa don't do their own, Igbo don't do their own. Once everybody did their own, they can manage their resources the way they want, and they say no go just everybody no go just run bankrupt like that because the way the country they go now, everybody is going into their doom level. Well, these things, if we dey talk, I mean, go just dey there say we don't know what they talk. I don't go just talk much. I rather wanna share on our own thought at the comment section. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for more updates. Drop your opinion at the comment section.